Oh hey, it's another day that we're gonna start out at one of our antique malls. We started yesterday's episode at one of our antique malls on the other side of town, but we've come over here to throw some toys in. You can see there's a 15% off sign hanging up today. This weekend's a big sales weekend, so it's really important we get some new stock in there. But stick around because we're gonna do some thrifting on this side of town. Haven't been over here in a little while. It's gonna be fun. This is one of those weekends where all of our antique malls at once kind of line up and have a sales weekend going on. It's just coincidence. It's not really something that is ever planned. Just all of the different locations, the different chains of antique malls, they do sales weekends on their own calendar, and it's really cool when they all do one at once because we usually make pretty good bank, which is why we've been this week making sure to go to our antique malls and restock. But we're good. Lots of toys. I've got high hopes for this Goodwill because it usually does this well, and we haven't been here in quite some time, which has given it plenty of time to restock good stuff. And I'm thinking there might be some good stuff right there. Maybe. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, perfect. I've sold so many of these. You definitely got to look out for these because these sell well, especially around Halloween. How packed out these toys are is making me really excited for that bag wall. Hello. Yes, sir. Oh, that's kind of rough, isn't it? I was really just excited about the jacket, not really the bear.
Guys, it's happened. It's finally happened. Do you see what I see? Do you see it? Oh my God. That is chock full. Is he got a little pet shop? This is just full of things that I love. Well, we're buying this bag. I wish there is a doll in there. Oh my God. Guys, what is with this week? It's just everything that I've ever asked for. It's just the thrifting gods are like, you get a Bratz doll, you get a Bratz doll. Hannah gets all the Bratz dolls. There's a little Bratz in here. Oh, that means that these are all separated. Oh my God, what do? This one's $3.49. See, like I picked this bag up because I thought that looked kind of like some Bratz boys clothes or something, and that looked like a Bratz bag. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. But I don't know if any of these are actually clothes, and I can't open the bag to look at it. I might cut my losses on that one and just get these two because I feel like there's only really one or two pieces in there, and I'm not really worried about the bag at all. And I think that's boys' clothes, so I think we'll just let that one go. But we're definitely gonna get that bag. Oh, that's funny. I don't have that boy. Is that the only Bratz doll that's in it? Is that a Polly Pocket? That's cool. Okay, no, it's not the only Bratz doll that's in there. Either way, I'm getting this bag. Okay. It's like I'm just narrating my inner thoughts. I guess that's just what we do on this channel. We just narrate our inner thoughts. Anyway, I'm excited. We found things.
Are you kidding me right now?
Look how much is in there.
These are all Hannah?
There's so much stuff in there.
How do you keep doing this? Like, did you make a deal with the devil?
No.
Did you sell your soul to the thrift gods?
You know what it is?
What?
I think the thrift gods are just feeling bad that last week I found nothing.
We made like 4 episodes in a week last week where you found absolutely nothing.
I just like walked around the store and was like, there's literally nothing here for me to even talk about.
I don't know how many times I can clickbait a video She's so lucky. And look, you don't even have your hat on.
I
Your lucky
don't.
hat. So, okay, so there's also Littlest Pet Shops in here, which we've been making a lot of money off of, because you find Littlest Pet Shops and you look them up and there's a bag full of them, which there's only like 5 or 6 in here, but you get a bag full of them. There's often like, you know, some $20, $30, $40 pieces, but then we've been putting all the cheap ones for a couple bucks at our antique mall. So much money.
Flip that bag over again. Is that a Pokemon?
Where?
Right there?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Who knows what's in here? But so this has one Bratz doll.
It's got 2 for sure.
Oh, it's got him and her. I didn't see it. She's so buried.
What is she? I couldn't see her face.
Can you tell?
She's not one of the like the 4
Main,
yeah.
She's like an extended world character.
She's like Nadia or something
okay, so
like
there's
that.
definitely 2 dolls in here and then 1 Barbie. But like, I think the biggest thing about this that has to be a score is that there's like 600 Bratz feet.
There is. And is that Polly Pocket?
Probably.
I think it is, but...
That's a bag full of nonsense. You guys are going to stick around to the end because Hannah's going to definitely have to just like bust this open and get a closer look.
Oh, that's definitely a Pokemon right there.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that's my buddy on Pokemon Go.
Oh, is it really? No joke?
Or something like that.
We'll have to throw up a screenshot. Oh, Bratz babies in this one.
There is, but they're always missing their pigtails. Like you can see the top of their head is like, there's like a hole.
Oh,
for their
okay. I see.
pigtails.
I didn't know that, but I see that now.
Yeah.
Just place up and down. And those are the only video games I can find. That's pretty awesome, but there's just not a lot here. This Goodwill right here just opened up a couple months ago, and we were able to come for like the grand opening. We haven't been back since. So what does a Goodwill look like 1 month in, 2 months in? Let's see. Well, there are a lot of games, but they're all pretty expensive.
Yeah, I decided if I was going to go ahead and get...
Well, I guess the second one of those that we're going to acquire this week. There's one of these in the back of my van right now.
Just walked into the dish section. I'm already seeing things that I like, but we'll see if we can get them because prices last time we were here were a little on the high side, especially because it was a new location. But let's see where we're at. Okay, here's one of the things I saw at the corner of my eye. $12.49, not worth it. Corningware is a bit expensive. That one, I can't read the price. $14.49, so definitely not. I think these are really cute. These little Fire King cup bowls, but they're not in great shape. I do kind of want a tart pan. I want to make a tart. I've never made a tart before, but that one's a little small. I think I'd like a full-size tart. So keeping an eye out for that. It's a nice little nesting bowl set. $8.49. It's half off today, so that's kind of cool too. I don't need a nesting bowl set, and I don't think that would be something that would sell. This is kind of nice though. Oh, it's Pyrex. This is beautiful. Oh god, it's 20 bucks.
Oh wow. I've never seen one of these in box, but it's both expensive and really torn up. Look at this Cars, Pixar Cars track. These tracks are Thomas Train compatible, so it's pretty interesting, but never seen that. Look what I just found.
Oh!
Stashed Games and Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph!
The games were no good, but I'll get this. Thank you.
Well, I'm over the bag toy wall because maybe we can get lucky twice in a row. I highly doubt it, but maybe. Let's just check. I think not a ton of doll stuff in general here. Little Lady in the Tramp, that's cute. Oh, I thought for a second that was Zero, but it's just a bunny. Okay, I'm not feeling very lucky right now. Not feeling optimistic, but that's okay. I mean, I'm so excited to go through that huge bag that we just found, so I'm a little more focused on that than I am on finding more stuff. Just a little distracted.
So I slacked on the board games the last couple days because I've actually got our antique malls pretty well full of board games that I hope will sell, but I still need to check them. Well, what? Hello?
Whoa!
What? I've never heard of this. Battling dice game. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Oh my gosh. What kind of board game piece is this? Oh, it's that you shoot the dice into the back of it. I got it. Well, there's some dice in there. Look down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about completeness for 2 reasons. One of them being Power Rangers is one of those things that I die hard collect, and the other being it's only $2. So $2 just to set that on the Power Ranger shelf right now. I think so. Well, this turned out a little bit better than I thought it would. First few minutes we were walking around in this Goodwill, I was kind of like, it doesn't have much, and the stuff it does have is expensive, but that makes this my favorite Goodwill this week.
High five!
We haven't been to this Goodwill in ages. Last time we were here, there were just tons of laser discs. I don't know why, that's what I remember.
Checking out the dish section. I was just saying, I kind of wanted a tart plate. This one's $8 though, so no. This one's $5. I kind of want to find one just like on Dollar Day, you know, because I don't think that I'm going to be making tarts very often, so it's not something I really want to invest in. There is a piece of cornware down here, $7. It's just funny, I found one of these yesterday at Deseret for $1, and I was making a joke that like that's to be like super expensive at Goodwill. That's not the most I've ever seen those for, but that is definitely a lot more expensive than $1.
It's a good day. It's a good day for resale. That's not worth nothing. It sucks his nose is a little rough, but I think he's probably still worth getting. Buzz, completely working. No, he's missing a hand. I'm sorry, that's enough to be a gnaw for me, dog, but it was almost super awesome, and I don't know. Where the big blue house's nose? What happened to your nose, man? I gotta do better with the board games. We can't leave any more Power Ranger board games behind, or risk leaving any more behind.
This might be the best day ever. Yesterday was awesome because I did find 2 Bratz dolls, but today I found that huge hoard of Bratz clothes, and I'm serious. I like want this doll so bad. Are you joking? It's the Yasmin Tokyo, no, it's not Yasmin. I already have Yasmin. It's the Fiona Tokyo.
Are you telling me you just found more Bratz dolls?
And it's like one that I really want. She's missing her shoes, but she's almost complete.
Well, it's not like you didn't just buy a giant bag of shoes.
I'm so excited. Whenever I was a kid, I was getting Bratz dolls from like 2002 to 2004-ish. The collection for 2003 was my absolute favorite collection, and this collection came out. It was the first time that they had done like colored hair at all, and I wanted these dolls so bad. And actually my first one that I ever got, one of you guys sent me, and it was complete and it was beautiful, and then you guys sent me another one, and now I found another one.
You finally found your first one. That's awesome. And so it's the colorful hair that gives that away?
Yeah, and it's like the little braids too. It was part of that collection that they have these teeny tiny braids, but I think there's only 5 in the collections, and I've got 3 out of 5, and I'm so excited.
That's wild. Well, high five. Your lucky streak continues. I don't know why I did but you got the guns for me. Is there more over here?
No.
Ballerina Barbie.
They made this bag $6.49 because like there's a fancy Barbie in here, but
which
like,
you're gonna just probably toss back.
No interest in.
Well, we got Bear in the Big Blue House.
That's awesome.
You remember we sold one of those recently?
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty much all that matters to me. I'm so in love with this thing. I mean, the reason I like to collect Power Rangers stuff. All right, that's pretty much all I care about. I do collect Power Ranger stuff, and I've got a nice Power Ranger shelf of things. I can't decide if I'm going to rearrange my Power Ranger stuff to kind of put this in the background of one of my shelves, or if I'm just going to put it on top of one of my shelves, because it's about the right height to sit on top of my shelf and pretty much reach the ceiling. But that artwork, man, that's awesome. And I did look through it. It's complete except for 2 dice, and they are like specific dice with stickers. So I can't just throw a couple other dice in there, but it might, yeah, a couple other dice might be alright to play it, so we can play it on our other channel. Link in the video's description, go sub. But that's awesome. That one of my best finds this week. Very happy to have that.
We'll just like cut out little squares or something and stick it on a plain dice. We'll just try to.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure it out. Honestly, I'll probably just keep it till one day that shows up again, and surely another one I'll have. We could combine 2 and have a perfect one. But you got some jeans today, right? Just a couple pair.
Yeah. So I got 2 pairs of like faded black jeans to fill some orders on my Depop shop of my custom jeans that I make. So,
very good.
Very excited.
We need as many of those as we can get. I got a Proton pack. I have sold so many of these for a pretty good little penny at my antique mall. I'm very happy to find it. This one's in better condition than the last one I found. The last one I found was pretty rough, and it still sold pretty well. But it's good. I'm happy about it. I kind of wish, I almost wanted to drive back to our antique mall, price that, and hang it up, just to get it there now, because it's such a good seller, and the weekend's coming up, so it'd be nice. Oh my gosh. Well, why don't you just rip that bag open and find a couple things to talk about while I talk about my last couple stuffed animals here.
Well, first of all, this one here, I cannot believe that I found this one. This is the Fiona doll, for sure. I looked it up just to be sure, from the Tokyo Collection 2004. I'm so excited about that one. She's wearing the correct jeans, and I don't think this is her vest, but it's okay. She's partially complete.
Very nice. Well, there's a Fuggler. They're so awful. It's great. I need to find a bright yellow one to keep for myself. Wreck-It Ralph. With the Disney stuff I sell in one of our antique malls, it's I don't find enough Wreck-It Ralph stuff. Mostly because a lot of the toys that show up are these same hard plastic toys that are missing pieces. But that's a good plus right there. Bear the Big Blue House. I can't decide if I'm just going to let his nose look deteriorated or if I'm just going to scratch that stuff off, because it pretty much is coming off real easy. And then you'd really just never notice. But that's good. That was a good find.
It is.
All right, what else?
So these are really interesting. These are actually Bratz animals.
They're like Bratz pets?
Yeah, so I had a hard time finding the cat, but I've seen the mini one. It's about that big, and it goes with this little Bratz baby doll. But I haven't found the bigger one of that yet, but it's the same cat. And there's actually a line of Bratz ponies. So
of course there is.
There's like 5 or 6 of them.
They've pretty much got the Bratz eyes.
Yeah, they do. That like slightly drag queen look.
Right.
And there's a bunch of these like little Bratz babies in this bag, which none of them have their little hair pieces, so they're not a great find, and I don't really collect these, but this bag had a bunch of extra Bratz clothing in it as well, so I wanted to get that.
You pretty much just bought that bag to get the clothing, right?
Exactly. And those animals, which is super cool.
All right. This is crazy. Hannah said a long time ago, she's like, I think I'm gonna collect Bratz dolls, and I was like, what? Because we just never talked about them.
No.
It never came up in the 10 years we've been together, and so sure enough, she started finding a couple of thrift stores. You guys started sending some, and now it's just like an all-out blitz to just find the clothing, because the dolls show up in pretty regular frequency.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of people watch us, and one of the most asked questions we get is, are they valuable? Mm-hmm. And it's like anything else you'll collect, like Ninja Turtles. They're mostly all worth $4, $5, $6. They're worth more with their weapons. They're worth more with their clothes. They're worth more in bulk. So like you could probably sell some, like a giant bag of Bratz clothing for quite a few dollars, because there's enough collectors around that'll collect it. But We're just raking in the clothes right now. This is like the third day in a row you've brought home a bag of clothes.
Well, and it's so funny because I feel like a week or two ago, I was like, I would love to just find a big bag of clothes. And I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Well, this is definitely the most ridiculous.
This is insane.
Before you tear into it, can you tell, is all the clothing in there Bratz? Is some of it Barbie?
I think there's definitely some Barbie in here. Like, I think that backpack is Barbie.
Well, tear into it and show us a couple things. Is that guitar Bratz? That's what I want to know.
That is a great question.
I'm gonna tear it out and look, because this is pretty dope.
I saw that. There's a lot of...
Yeah, it is.
The Rock Angels is what they're called, with a Z, of course.
Yeah.
So I thought that might be one of them.
It definitely is.
I'm so pumped.
That's cool. What a cool accessory.
There's even more shoes in here than I saw earlier. Oh my gosh, this bag is full. I'm gonna get the lone Barbie out of here.
What'd you find?
They have there's a couple of low brats in here too.
So what is that? Is that McDonald's?
No, so there was
They're literally, so they're not children, they're just miniature brats.
Exactly. They have just a line of regular brats and then brats babies, which I just showed you.
Right.
And then little brats. And then there's big brats as well, which are like this big.
Now I'm going across that. Well, that's difficult, because how do you get tiny brats clothing now?
I know. I had 2 or 3 of them whenever I was a kid, so I have a few pieces of little brats clothing. Oh my gosh, and there's a doll stand in here too.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if it's actually brats. It might be.
Well, it's also broken, so it doesn't even matter.
There's some of their
a mic stand. Oh, that's a drum. That's a cymbal stand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So somebody had like the whole rock and roll set and donated it.
Oh my gosh, I would love to find one of the rock and roll brass dolls. Oh, that's so cool.
Let's just grab a big handful of stuff out of there and keep talking and showing some of it off. Like, I want to know, like, I want you to look at some of them. Tell me if it's Barbie, if it's Bratz, and how you know. Because I don't know. Like, you could just say, oh, it's Barbie pants. I mean, at the same time, I don't know. There's a certain over-engineering to this that looks thicker, bigger, better than Barbie clothing.
There's a certain style to it, a certain stitching, a certain like color scheme. Like you can kind of tell sometimes. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that's definitely Bratz.
Well, I know you're looking at some of this and you go, oh, I know that's Bratz, because you know exactly what it comes off of. A lot of bell bottoms going on in Bratz stuff.
There's something too, like in most of the pants they have like little underwear sewn in, so that can kind of tell you as well that that's Bratz.
This looks wrong, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah, this one's definitely a Barbie. It's too big.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, that's a Ken swimsuit bottom.
The shoes in here are really what sold me. Like, I'm happy that you came home with so many shoes.
I complained so much that I need more shoes.
And there's so much in here. There's sports uniforms. That doesn't look quite right, or does it? I don't know.
They might be the big Bratz clothing, though.
That's big Bratz, little Bratz, medium Bratz, large Bratz heads, baby Bratz,
ponies,
rock and roll Bratz. That's awesome. Well, make sure there isn't anything else in there you want to show off before we go. One of these days, you need your own channel just to sit down and open bags like this that we don't necessarily have time or ability to just open right here in our van on this camera. What is it?
Those are dope.
That might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. Here, let me try to squeeze them together. So, these are race car. This is a race car Bratz.
That's so cool.
That must be a racing uniform. Man, I hope the helmet's in there.
That would be so cool. There's a bunch of Littlest Pet Shops in this bag too, which we already kind of talked about.
That'll more than make our money back for the bag.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think this one's not expensive, but there was one in here that was like, I know to be an $8 one. Which
can I be completely honest with you? I'm so jealous right now not because I didn't find it or find anything, but because my Furby don't really have accessories.
Oh yeah.
Which is not to say you can't accessorize them. I know someone's gonna comment that below immediately. If you just go Googling Furby and Furby accessories, there's huge online communities built around dressing Furbies up and stuff. It's great. And one day I'd love to get into it, but like my interest mostly in collecting is this exactly, going out and find it. And, if you go watch some other videos and see our game room, see the stuff we've collected, it's almost all from the thrift store. It's almost all from the chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm jealous every time I see you get a bag like this that there's not a bag full of Furby scarves at the thrift right now. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I found out that part of the reason, the part of the thing that I like about collecting is piecing the puzzle back together.
Right.
So then I figured that out whenever we got a huge haul of Lego, and I started piecing together minifigures.
Yeah.
And so just sitting there sorting through, like, oh, this is this person's shirt, and then this is their pants, and then it goes with, oh, this is their hair, like, and then completing it.
Right.
That's the itch that I like. So.
Yeah, I'm about the same, but I think not quite. You like doing it. Mm-hmm. I like finishing it. So, when you, I don't want to say personality test, but when you take a business class and they teach you how to learn what orients your drive to success. Some people are end goal oriented, some are process oriented. But like I myself tend to be a completionist, and there's some weird unexplainable drive to put the whole set together and then to have the whole set.
Yeah.
I don't always necessarily enjoy the journey. Not that I don't enjoy parts of it, but I don't enjoy sitting there piecing this stuff together quite as much as you do.
Yeah.
I do it to get it over in a fever so that it's done and it's complete, whereas you sit there and enjoy it. And I don't know. I'd be interested if you guys comment below and let us know how you are when it comes to that kind of thing. Even if it's not collecting, I understand plenty of people who watch are more interested in the resale, the reselling plush and the stuff like that. But even in the reselling, when you go, somebody's texting me, even in the reselling, what are you more interested in, or where do you get your joy out of messing with the toys and stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's definitely a really good explanation of how we are. But other than that, guys, thanks for hanging out. Do me a huge favor before we get out of here. Hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 10,000 subs. We're so close. Like, I woke up this morning and we're almost, maybe even by the time you watch this, I guess we'll be at like 2,800. So just 9,800. I just went back a year. Yeah, we're just a couple hundred away from 10,000, and we've just had such a huge goal for a long time to get to 10,000, and I'd appreciate it if you help us get there. And then other than that, I don't know what else to talk about. We don't really have anything to announce right now coming up, but we do know we're making some plans for a couple weeks from now to do some cool stuff, so definitely subscribe and turn those notifications on so that whenever we do the cool stuff coming up real soon, you can get notifications. You can come back and hang out with us then. Also, we post daily videos on this channel. So if you're really new and you've seen our videos popping up and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool, just know 4 a.m. Eastern time. Every day we post a video. We haven't missed a day in almost 700 days. So come back tomorrow. Check out what we're getting into then. And until then, peace out.